TC Spiritual Shepherd, or welcome back to the Spiritual Shepherd YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the I am, the great I am that I am, and that everything that comes from or follows the I am is what shall be and how it is created. The I am is the creator. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to grab this. This is a book called I Am. I read this book on the way to traveling to Hawaii, where me and my now fiance got engaged. We enjoyed ourselves to a nice vacation, and we just felt like that was such a quantum leap and parallel jump into, I would say like a higher vibrational experience, and even just more experiential, high vibration throughout our lives. That was a part in our lives where we quantum leaped, where we jumped, where we had a huge change of direction, a huge transmutation of energy, a huge quantum leap of energy, where we went more from, I guess you could say, willing, because we've been always willing and let's do this and do this, to more in the state of being, and more in the state of just effortless effort and actionless action, where we are being more of the embodiment of really the vibration that which we want to be. And we really just attracted a lot of high vibrations from that quantum leap. And ultimately, when we were on the plane, I like to do a lot of different stuff when I'm flying and when I'm traveling and stuff like that. We had a couple of layovers. We were in we're also in the airports and doing other different things like this. But this book really called out to me, as well as I also was doing, there was like a few other books, which was Light from the Darkness, which is by Samuel Weor. And then I also was reading Non-Negotiable by Wes Watson. I finished Non-Negotiable. I finished half of this I Am book. So ultimately, I really want to get into how this really profoundly, exponentially helped my life. This I Am book really is already stuff that I intuitively know and intuitively believe in. And I already know that anything that follows I Am is really what transforms our life. And so there are things, you guys know some of these videos that I've created about self-fulfilling prophecy, the Pygmalion effect, belief systems, cymatics. So cymatics is the vibrational creation of words. So when you speak words to water and then freeze it, it has a certain crystalline structure to the ice, as well as if you speak negative words, it's the same type of thing. And so you have to see how you elementally use the words that you're using, which is ether and energy and electric. And so that is a big thing, is that your words create your reality. Your words create your reality, which is found in Daniel as well, y'all, as well is that your words are power. Your words are empowering. Like, you can truly empower somebody with your words. And sometimes you can even tear somebody down because of the negative power that comes with your words. So first and foremost, do not fulfill the blue elephant. Do not fulfill the blue elephant. When I tell you don't think about a blue elephant, what is the first thing that you think of? That means that how you, the suggestion, even just the suggestion of something is more powerful and is actually suggesting it than not suggesting it. So really, you only speak in light. You only speak in positive empowerment. You only stay in the state of being of which you prefer. You only stay in acting and the actions and the habitual actions that you really want to define yourself as. That is the definite possibility. That is the definite probability that will actually prospect in your life, rather than you going elsewhere for some other type of thing that might gratify your instant ego. The key is realizing that self-discipline is connected to discipleship. By you being a disciple is you cultivating discipleship, you being disciplined. So what does that mean? That means really following the actual discipleship, which is reading more, which is breath work, which is meditating on my word day and night. The word became flesh. Okay, that's John 1:1. As well, too, is a big thing, too, is In Daniel, using your words properly. Prayer is affirmation. Prayer is affirmation and suggestion. Okay, so you don't pray as ask, seek, and you shall find. Okay, and that's all inwardly, that's all internally, which is eternal. And so generally when you speak to the Lord, you go in your what? You go in your room, close the door. You close the doors, the windows to your soul. You close the windows, and then you be with yourself, okay? And this is inspiring. This is the inner spiral. This is how we really start to cultivate the inner tornado. You get to a very high vibration and you talk to God internally. It's a little bit different. And you don't come from a place of pleading. You don't come from a place of begging. Okay, there's this, I'm going to do a video on this too, where I've talked about the master and the grasshopper. And I give you guys different parables for you guys to be able to perceive from your own level and what journey you're on presently. But there's this one about the beggar sitting on a gold box. The beggar sitting on a gold box. And you can actually see that, and hopefully you kind of already see it, but if he's begging but he's sitting on a gold box, I mean, he's already sitting on his abundance. But he's begging outside of himself for somebody to give him something that he might already have. He just must realize that he's sitting on a gold box. And so that is the huge lesson is that you have to realize that you already have connection. God will never leave you. God is always with you. It's just realizing whether you think he's there or not. And that's a big realization. That's a big actualization in your life. We're like, wow, no matter where I go, no matter who I am, look, you can run far, but you can't run far enough from yourself. You can try to run, but you can't run far enough away from yourself. You can't run away from yourself. No matter what, you can never run away from yourself. Try it. Like you can go on a David Goggins marathon. Like you can run an ultra marathon, 100-mile marathon. Will you ever not have yourself in that marathon? No, but you ran 100 miles. You ran distance. You ran maybe elsewhere. You might see, I ran outside. I ran elsewhere. I ran to this place, to that place, whatever. But this here, now, your beingness, who you are, your awareness, your observation, the I am never left you. And then there's different connections with the I am. So there's the you are. There you are. Here I am. And you can see these inner correlations to movies, music. You can also see it in how we affirm other people. You are great. You are great. You are amazing. And that's just me saying that I observe through my perception, your I am is great. It's just whether the thing is I can try to affirm you. I can try to validate you. I could try to give you the answers. But if you are unwilling to see, you're unwilling to hear, and you're unwilling to perceive that within your own soul and your own journey, your own hero's journey, the 22 major arcana, the 22 tarot, which is connected to the Torah. We understand this. These are the 22 characters of the main aspect within the first 5 books of the Bible. And so we have to understand that we're all on a hero's journey, y'all. We're all on a hero's journey. You've had your gene system. You've had your gene synthesis. You've had Genesis happen to you. Here we are. Here I am. So you have to start to see what comes after I am. Is it I am a failure? Interesting. And that which in this book too is that which you perpetuate, you will start to see in your life. It will become easier for you to see what follows after I am, the more that you consistently say what follows after I am. So if you say I am great, and it's eventually you take the words out of it, where it's an embodiment. It's a true embodiment. Look, you could say I am confident all of the time. You could say that I am beautiful all of the time. But if you don't feel beautiful, and if you don't embody beauty, then you will not feel that. You will not feel that I am, which means that I am is not just your words, okay? I am is just an expression of your own internal embodiment, feeling, thoughts, emotions, programming, reprogramming, beingness, stillness, and there's a very big totality that comes with this aspect, okay? And so really in the I am, as you're building with the I am, you have to really see what follows after I am. And can you ever run away from I am? Can you ever not say I am? That's how it's proof that God is inside of us, because God is the great I am. I am the great I am. And I am that I am. Okay. And so first and foremost, you are great. You are in your greatness. You are in your power. Okay. And it's very important that when you also say I am, you have to recognize that other people also have I ams. And that is connection. That is Christ. That is the embodiment, the transformation of this planet. That is the transformation of Mother Gaia, of Mother Earth. Is when all of our I ams come together. And when we will start to see that I have the same blood, I have the same eyes, I have the same mind. I just think in different vibrational frequency wavelengths. This second I think I am this. That second you think I am this. And they were just a second apart. As we synchronize, as we come together with our similarities rather than our differences, that is when we will continuously embody the transformation and change of this world. Ultimately, 11:11, yeah. So this also comes with self-control. Self-control. And there's plenty of things on self-control, and you have to realize that the self, I'm talking about capital self. I'm not saying what your name is when you were born or who you think you are or any of this. I'm saying the I am. What is the I am? The power of discovering who you are. You guys can find this. I'll put this in the description below for you guys. I'll make nickels to the thing on this. I'll read a couple of passages just for people to really see some main aspects of this. You can choose to ignore or eradicate the truth in front of you, or you can choose to really perceive it. One way stops pressure temporarily, and the other stops it eternally. Okay, here's a big thing. After the crippling energy of fear, shame, guilt, and regret has been dissolved, you are free to create your desired life from the only state of mind that remains, which is love, which is I am. I am and love are the same thing. You will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. This is John 8:32. Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to go to some of my highlighted points. I highlight all of the time in all of my books. Okay. So one big thing too is you can write a negative term. So let's give you kind of a negative thing, I guess, that you could write. So, gotta find this one. So here's a big thing. Being introduced to a friend or a quality being respected. So you could say, I am always trying that which I cannot do in order to learn how I may learn how to do it. You could do so many different things. The thought I am is creation, or the creator itself in creation, in actualization. So it's the creator actualizing creation, meaning that it's speaking it into existence. Aishe. Okay, Aishe. Check out the word Aishe. Every I am statement gives an instruction to the ego. It is not the ego. Okay, it gives instructions to the ego. I am statements, the more intensely and fearlessly your ego will act to create the sensory experience of the I am for you in your reality. It will perpetuate the same cycle, self-fulfilling prophecy. So I am the way, the truth, and the light. Jesus of Nazareth, or Yeshua of Nazareth. And you could see so many different types of I am statements, but you cannot run away from I am. You cannot run away from I am. And it also gives you the power of choice. You choose the power of free will, what you choose to empower yourself to be. So some people could say, I am blank, I am blank, I am da 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 da. But you can also say that I am great, I am great, I am the greatest. You could say stuff like this. I'm continuously taking faith. I am taking action. I am remaining in faith. And then you also put it in continuous present tense. So it is also a reflection. So how you live is a reflection to mirror the world. So when you say, I am this, the mirror's going to give you reflections back of, oh yeah, of course you are that. Of course you are this. Of course you are this. So you say, I am building my energy. I am cultivating my energy. I'm becoming more wealthy. I am allowing myself to let the best case scenario and the best things happen for my life. I'm allowing things bigger than me, and amazing things happen for me. And then it will. So we've heard too that everything is a yes. Everything is a yes. Everything is a yes. Everything is a yes. Why? So that means that you pray and you say, okay, here's the hack, y'all. You pray and you say, I am continuously getting wealthier. I'm continuously recognizing my wealth. And that's on a multitude of levels, not just financially, spiritually wealthy, emotionally rich, emotionally rare, mentally wealthy, mentally rich. You guys get what I'm saying? And so the universe, which is controlled by God, okay? So I want you guys to understand this, that God, the universe, and nature, that is my gun. God, universe, nature, in that order, because God universally expresses himself and impresses himself through nature. So you can see God all through in nature and all throughout nature, all through in the universe, all throughout the universe, expressing and impressing themselves, which is Elohim as well. So we can understand this aspect. Okay, so ultimately it is universally mirrored back. It is given that mirrored version. So, I am wealthy. I am emotionally wealthy. Yes, you are. Yes, you are emotionally wealthy. But say somebody goes negative. This is why I was talking about how magic is biblical and you should not practice black magic. And I don't like to say black magic, but dark magic. And the reason why is because if you were to say, I am depressed, then the universe will say, yes, you are. Yes, you are. Here's more ways for you to look like that. Here's more songs for you to listen to. Here's more realizations that you're going to see that's in those types of things. But say I'm empowered, I'm positive, I'm happy. Yes, you are. Here's more ways that you're empowered, positive, and happy. Here's more ways that you are connected to your family, that you are connected to your friends. Here's more ways for you to realize that you're wealthy. Here's more ways for you to be grateful, which I remember I told my mom, I said, this was like in 2020, I said, when you express gratitude is of the vibration. It's such a positive vibration. It's such a joyful vibration. It's such a blissful and filled with blissing vibration. Gratitude is such a vibration. Being grateful is of such a vibration that it attracts more gratitude. It's a grateful attitude. That's what gratitude is. Okay. So a grateful attitude is emotion, thoughts. It's really connecting what Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about. It's true embodiment of gratefulness and gratitude. Gratefulness. You're full. Your cup is full. It's fulfilled. It's filled up fully in gratitude and gratefulness and being great. You can really start to see the inner correlations of the words. Okay, and so by you being grateful, the universe, which is expressed through God's like, yes, you are grateful. Oh, yeah. Here's more things to be grateful for. Here's more things to be thankful for. Oh, here's more things to be grateful for. And the word is soul. The word became flesh. The flesh is made of the 5 Platonic solids. The word creates reality. So as you start to use your words positively, it creates reality. And that is following by the I am. That's following by you realizing that you are everything else around you and everything else around you is you as well. Okay, so that means when you speak love to the tree speaks love back to you. The observer is not separate of the observed. The observer is not separate of the observed. It is one and the same. Okay. That's why I don't say black magic inwardly, because generally, if you think of melanin, that's why you say like dark, as in that type of aspect. Okay, because there's chemistry, which comes from chemet, and then chemistry is ultimately internal, esoteric, endogenous, indigenous beings, which we're going to get into the endocannabinoids. We're going to get into the endochemistry. We're going to get into the endogenous and the endogenous, which is indigenous people, who have endogenous, they are in their embodiment, they're in that microcosmic scale and macrocosmic scale of vibration, on the highest vibration, attracting the most high. Okay, ultimately, how we live is based on our I ams. So when you say, I am someone with a fit body, then it will begin to reflect and convince you that you are one with a fit body. If you tell the mirror, which is everything around you, okay, it will begin to reflect the same self-concept and have the inability to give you anything else. So what does that mean? It gives you the ability to only give you that thing. So what you continuously affirm, what you continuously suggest, which is why I tell people who are preachers, who are speakers, who are studying the Bible, who are studying scriptures, if you guys know what I'm saying, then ultimately only speak goodness. And that is godness. Okay, that is godness. When you speak goodness, God is good. Okay. Keep going. The first, and it's also about the blue elephant. It's the mention of specific things. You would only speak goodness. You wouldn't speak anything else. And you also speak with Law of Assumption, which is Neville Goddard. And he goes into all of the biblical text, which is the other book of that I love to tell you guys about, which is the Neville Goddard collection. I'll put that also below as well. I'll put the I Am book. I'll put the Neville Goddard collection book below, and there's over 400 verses of the Law of Attraction and Law of Assumption within the Bible that we are to ask, believe, and receive, that we are to speak on the vibrational frequency of that which we want to attract. There is a secret hiding place, which is what? The temples, which is you enter into the high temple, which the Ark of the Covenant resonates, which is separated by 2 cherubim. Okay, and then ultimately that's when you go into the Holy of Holies, which is where you can find the Most High God, which is also why we're recognized by our crowns, which is why we're recognized by our hair, which is why we also are to protect our hair, protect our crowns, because we are born with a hole in our head, which allows energy to go through that energy center. So when we cover our head, we are protecting that energy center, which is why in the East, they wear coverings, they wear head coverings, both masculine and feminine. And that is the intercorrelation of it. That's why we grow out our hair, because the hair is an expression of that. This is my commitment. This is my commitment to myself. It took me 3.5 years to grow this. That is commitment. That is development. That is discipline. That is consistency. That is self-discipleship. That is discipline. And self-discipleship is not lowercase self. It's uppercase self. I don't want to go to the gym, but I must because I know it's good for me. I don't want to always read, but I must because I know it's good for me intellectually. And this intellectual property cannot be taken from me. They can strip me from my body. They can strip me from those things, but they cannot strip me from who I am. Have a wonderful day.